Hello, sweet soul, and welcome to class. Today we're going to enjoy a gentle but deep backbend practice. I guess this is rather an intermediate flow, and I actually free flowed here. So please go ahead, and if you feel like your body is asking for a certain pose, go for it and do that, and enjoy this practice as much as you can. Let's get started in a child's pose. So bring your toes together, your knees further apart or together. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. Bring your hips to your heels and your forehead towards the floor. Maybe you want to find stillness or you want to move from left to right, massaging your third eye a little bit and energetically pulling your chest down towards the floor. Start deepening your breath, grounding and centering yourself, becoming really present on your mat, and allowing yourself to let go whatever you brought onto your mat with you today with every exhale. Inhale love and exhale everything that is not. Waking up your body with deep, gentle, and loving breaths. Maybe setting an intention for today's class. Maybe focusing on real, slow, and intentional movement today. Walk your hands over to your right side. Maybe you can place your left hand on top of your right, keeping your hips on your heels and enjoying a gentle side stretch in your left side of your body. Guide your breath in there. Waking up your entire body with breath and gentle movements. Return to center. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, walk over to the other side. Placing your right hand on top of your left. Enjoying a yummy side stretch in your right side this time. Keep breathing and maybe keep your eyes closed. The beginning of this practice will be super gentle and loving. And I invite you to fully listen to your body, return to center, and take one more deep breath. Start moving your spine, waking up your body. Maybe you want to start with super tiny movements. See whatever feels best and follow whatever your body is asking for. Maybe you free flow too and include other things that your body is calling for rather than what I'm telling you. Maybe come onto your fingertips and swing from side to side like I am. Waking up your shoulders, your chest. And now walk your hands back and come back into a seated position. Maybe bring your knees together. Placing one hand on your belly, the other one on your heart. Go internally. Feeling your heart beat. And your other hand rise and fall with your breath. Take a few more deep breaths here. Last breath. Maybe placing both hands on your belly. Inhale, hands over your head, maybe look up. Exhale, slowly bringing your hands back to your heart center. Shoulders back and down. We're sitting straight. Placing your right hand next to your right hip, inhale left hand up and above you, palm facing down, side stretch in your left side. Go as deep as it feels good and really take this time and enjoy this time to wake up your body, mind and soul. Exhale, return to center and repeat on the other side. Right hand up and above, palm facing down. Heels are staying glued to your hips. Breathing into your right side body. Gently returning to center. Shoulders back and down. One breath here. Placing your left hand on your right knee, your right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, twisting over to your right side. Maybe you can look over your right shoulder. And maybe you can come deeper into this twist with each exhale. Return to center and repeat on the other side. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Gently returning to center. Shoulders back and down. And allow yourself to feel without judgment. Start rolling out your shoulders, back and forth. Waking up your neck. Taking your time to release any tension. And treat yourself with all the love and respect that you deserve. Wherever you feel stiff, feel into it. Maybe stay a little longer. Look to your left and to your right. Looking up and down. Maybe clasping your hands behind your head and gently pulling your head down to feel a nice stretch in your spine and your neck. Respect your current stage, always. Keep breathing. Release. Maybe make your hair. Start rolling out your wrists in both directions. Do whatever feels good to wake up your fingers, palms, and wrists. And whenever you feel ready, transition gently and slowly to a tabletop position. Hands below your shoulders, knees below your hips. Start moving slowly into your cat and cow. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, round your back. Before you get into your cat and cows, maybe you want to tap the tops of your feet down and wake up your ankles for a moment. Then find your cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly, shoulders back and down, look up. Exhale, press through your hands around your back, look towards your spine. Move slowly and intentional. Synchronize your breath with your movement and really enjoy this movement. Maybe playing around with how different you can move each time through your cat and cow. And now start moving intuitively, free flowing in your cat and cow, drawing circles, getting into every vertebrae and every part of your body in this position, going one way and the other to keep your balance in your body, including your neck maybe, whatever feels good. It doesn't matter how it looks like, it's all about the feels in this one. Maybe trying small or really big movements. Maybe the opposite of what you usually would go for. Allow yourself to explore. Come back to your neutral spine. Inhale, raise your right hand up. Exhale, thread the needle. Find your favorite variation to gently twist your spine. Maybe bringing your left hands up and above you or finding a halfway bind. Pulling your right hip a little bit back to keep your hips rather square. And maybe you can even look up if your neck allows. Try to keep breathing deeply here. On your next inhale, press yourself back up. Raise your right hand once more. Exhale, return to center. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, raise your left hand up. And exhale, thread the needle. Find the same variation that you found before and make it feel good. Keeping your hips as square as you can. On your next inhale, press yourself back up, left hand up. Exhale, return to center. Walking your hands to the top of the mat, finding maybe a puppy pose or whatever feels good. Just fully tune into your body and its needs today and always. Maybe you want to keep your eyes closed here. Keep breathing. Now gently and slowly roll forwards to your swings position. Shoulders are right above your elbows, toes are untucked, hands are pulling energetically towards the body, and you're opening your heart. Look to the top of your mat, forwards or a little up, whatever feels good. Your feet are either closer together, hip or even mat width apart. Slowly lower down and enjoy a few gentle and intuitive baby cobras. Inhale, shoulders back and down, lift your upper body up. Exhale, release. A few more in your own time, waking up your back muscles, moving gently yet strong. Maybe coming onto your fingertips and enjoying a few intuitive cobra rolls. Inhale, shoulders back and down, lift up. Exhale, slowly return. Accentuating your spine as much as you can, but respecting your current stage and staying gentle with it. Make it feel good. Maybe slow down your movement even more. Maybe roll out your shoulders if it feels good. Feel free to play around a little bit. Bringing your right elbow in one line with the shoulder and your hand 90 degrees over it. Bringing your left foot behind you and enjoying a shoulder stretch. If you're rather flexible, feel free to also bring your right foot up. Whatever feels good, remember. Gently returning to center and repeating on the other side. Right foot goes behind you, left arm is in cactus shape. Maybe bringing your left knee up as well. Keep breathing. Maybe stretching all fours away from you for a moment Pressing yourself up, threading your right arm below your left with your palm up. If you want it more intense, you can always walk your left hand over to the right. Keeping both hips evenly on the floor if you can. Maybe you have your forehead on the floor and close your eyes. Press yourself back up, exchange arms, left arm threads the needle, and come back down. Finding the same variation that you did on the other side, whatever your body's calling for today. Pressing yourself back up, bringing your elbows back on the floor and finding a half rock with your right leg. You can create a pillow with your hands, or you come into a deeper shoulder stretch, the same one that we found before, but walking both hands to the outside of your sides. Maybe you can bring your forehead on the floor. Don't push yourself too deep here. Enjoy every movement. It's important that you know how to listen to your body and don't take it too far. Slowly making your way back up, pressing your arms up, coming back onto your forearms, bringing your right foot back, bringing your left leg out into the half rock position, and either creating that pillow again or finding the shoulder stretch on the other side. Earlier I had my right arm below, which I forgot here for a second, so now the left arm comes below and we bring our right above and over, if it feels good. Maybe bringing your forehead back to the floor, maybe closing your eyes. Allowing your hips to open and your shoulders to relax. Relax your jaw and just sink into this pose. Gently releasing, pressing yourself back up, returning your left leg back, stretching all fours away from you if it feels good. And maybe you want to stay here, or you want to come back into a swings pose, or whatever feels good. Remember that you can always choose a pose that your body's calling for, or come into half bow, where you bend your right knee, bring your right hand behind you, grab on the in or outside of your foot, enjoying a quad stretch, staying here, or deepening your expression, where you place your hand somewhere along your foot where it feels good, pressing your hand into the foot and the foot into your hands. And whenever you're ready, on your next inhale, lifting it up, looking to the top of your mat or forwards, trying to keep your shoulders square to the top of your mat. Exhale, gently, slowly release, and exchanging sides. Finding the same variation that you found before, taking your time, and treating your body with respect. Follow whatever feels good. If you came into your full expression of your half bow, feel free to repeat that on this side as well. Trying to breathe normally, and maybe you want to close your eyes. Release. Maybe coming into a full bow or just hanging out on your belly for a moment, whatever feels good. I always like to come into a reversed hero before. On your next inhale, push yourself up into your full bow expression. Keep breathing and release gently on your next exhale. Push yourself back into a child's pose, closing down your eyes if it feels good, maybe remembering your intention. Grabbing onto the outsides of your heels, lifting your hips up and coming into a rabbit pose to contrapose the bow that we just did. We want to keep our body in balance. Release, push yourself up into a seated position if you like, or stay longer in your child's pose. Maybe placing your hands back on heart and belly, going internally once more, breathing deeply. From the back bend, you might feel your heart beat a little faster, and that's totally normal. Coming back onto your hands and knees, lifting your right leg up, bending your knee, stay here or come into a tiger pose, bringing your left hand back, grabbing onto the inside of your ankle and lifting your leg a little higher. Pushing through hand and knee that's on the floor. Exhale, release. Inhale, lifting your left leg up, bending your knee, maybe grabbing on the inside with your right hand and lift a little higher. Keeping your shoulders square, feeling a gentle back bend, and release. Very good. Maybe do a few intuitive movements if it feels good, maybe including your neck. Do a few more cat and cow intuitive rolls if it feels good, or come into a modified side plank, lifting your left hand up, maybe over you, enjoying another gentle side stretch. Or you can also pivot your right foot behind you and come into a back bend. I think this is a kind of wild thing modification. Make sure that you feel safe and that you can enjoy any stretch that you perform today. Gently and super slowly coming back onto your hands and knees. And repeating this on the other side. Modified side plank, lifting your right hand up. Maybe bringing your hand over you to feel another side stretch. And now maybe pivoting your left leg and coming into your back bend position. Keep breathing normally here. Slowly and gently returning to center, really taking your time here. Tabletop position, and press yourself back in any kind of child's pose that you would enjoy, or another rabbit to contra pose. Coming really onto the crown of your head and feeling a nice stretch in your spine. Coming back up into your seated position. Maybe enjoying another shoulder stretch or whatever your body's asking for. Remembering to do the other side as well. Maybe you want to do an eagle stretch, an eagle arm stretch. Wrapping your right hand around your left, bringing your elbows on shoulder height, and also repeating this on the other side. Bringing your hands to the top of your mat, and now pushing yourself back in your downward facing dog. Start walking out your dog, hands are shoulder width apart, pressing into the floor, shoulders are engaged, your tailbone is energetically pulling up, and your heels are energetically pulling down. Reminder that you can keep your knees bent. Waking up your hamstrings, really taking your time, gazing in between your toes. Keep walking out your dog or inhale and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling forwards into your high plank. Exhale, bending your knees and pushing yourself back. A few more in your own time, or find another movement that feels good at this point. I always love spinal rolls, so I try to include those into my practice as much as I can. Sometimes I also enjoy to roll from downward facing dog into up dog, and then finding a side stretch. Coming on one thigh and then the other. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, slowly pushing back into your downward facing dog. Keep doing this if it feels good, or find a child's pose or whatever else your body's calling for. Start walking your feet forwards into a forward fold. Maybe keeping your knees bent if it feels better. Maybe walking out your legs a little more. Make this practice yours. Letting your upper body hang heavy over. Maybe you want to find a gentle side stretch here, bending into your right knee and lifting your left hand up. And repeating this on the other side. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders back and down, straightening your back. Exhale, fold. A few more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Maybe grabbing on the opposite elbows, swinging from side to side. Again, whatever feels good. Maybe nodding your head or shaking it to release any more tension in the neck. Remember to keep your knees engaged to protect your legs. Bending your knees and rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae into your mountain position. Shoulders back and down. Maybe placing your hands on your heart or on your heart and your belly. Deep inhale and exhale, remembering your intention. Inhale, hands over your head, maybe including a gentle back bend. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Move slowly and with intention. Inhale, halfway lift, straightening your spine. Exhale, step, hop or jump back to your high plank. Maybe lowering down your knees if it feels good. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, shoulders back and down. And exhale, push yourself back into your downward facing dog. Stay here. I'll repeat this if it feels good. I preferred to roll forwards from my downward facing dog to my up dog a few times, just as an in-between movement, which always feels good. So if you want to include a few different movements, go ahead and do that. And whenever you're ready, walking back to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up into your mountain position, hands over your head, moving slowly. Maybe another back bend. Exhale, hands to heart space. One deep breath to reset, moving lovingly, slow and intentional. Inhale, hands over your head. Exhale, super slowly, swan dive down into your forward fold. Moving super controlled here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, travel back to your high plank. Inhale, shift forwards. Exhale, lowering down into your chaturanga, elbows staying close to the body. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath to reset. Maybe including a few more intuitive and gentle movements here, just because we can. And remember that you can always do whatever feels good. You don't have to listen to me at all. Maybe coming into a twisted downward facing dog, bringing your right hand on the outside of your left ankle, and repeating it on the other side. Staying strong through your legs here. Coming back to center. Inhale, right leg up. Maybe coming onto your toes. Start opening up your hips, coming into like a scorpion, or start drawing circles with your knee. See whatever feels good. Maybe one way and then the other. Moving controlled and intentional here. Maybe exploring new ways on how to move the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Transition over to your side plank, finding your favorite variation. Exhale, bring your right leg behind, lower your legs. Inhale, paint the sky, wild thing. Maybe you can even grab onto your right leg. Hold for one breath. Gently release the way you came in. First side plank, bringing your right foot next to your left hand now, lowering your left knee, coming into a low lunge. Opening up those hips for a moment. Do this actively or passively, whatever feels best. Maybe bringing your hands on your knee or above your head, or you keep them on the floor. Push yourself back into your half split on the next, and move in between those poses if it feels good. Inhale, lower lunge. Exhale, half split. Keeping your hips square. Lifting your left knee up if it feels good, bringing both hands on the insides of your right knee, moving forwards and backwards into a lizard variation. Push yourself back into your downward facing dog, and let's repeat this on the other side. Lifting your left leg up, opening up your hips however it feels good. Drawing circles or coming onto your toes. Moving intuitively, gentle and controlled. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, move forwards, transition into your favorite variation of your side plank. Take your time to find balance. Exhale, step your left foot behind, lower your hips. Inhale, find your wild thing, moving slowly and lovingly. Maybe you can even grab somewhere along your knee or your leg for one breath. Gently coming back into your side plank. Taking your time and then bringing your left foot next to your right hand, lowering down your right knee and finding your variation of the low lunge. On your next exhale, push yourself back into your half split, keeping your hips square. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, flex your toes, half split. A few more in your own time. Make them count. Bringing your hands on the inside, tucking your right foot, lifting your knee, and maybe wiggling from front to back. Coming back into your downward facing dog. Maybe enjoying a few more intuitive movements here. Maybe slowing down your movement even more. Moving in slow motion like a little snail. Keeping your alignment right and fully listening to your body's needs. Maybe staying in a still downward facing dog for one breath. Engaging your shoulders. or maybe pressing yourself back into a child's pose. You can flip your palms up if you want to release your shoulders a little more. Besides all the movement and pushing yourself, allow yourself to rest and just be, existing on your mat. Now super slowly roll up into your seated position. Maybe coming up and finding your camel pose or any other back bend that you can enjoy here. You can play with any variation that your body or mind or soul is asking for, as long as you keep your proper alignment and focus on your breath. Shoulders back and down if you find your camel. Pushing your hips forwards, tucking your pelvis. Or you want to come into this alien variation that I've been playing with, where you lower your hips towards your heels. Do whatever feels good. And whenever you're ready, gently returning, finding your rabbit, grabbing onto your heels, pressing the crown of your head into the floor, and really enjoying this spinal stretch. You can always find your child's pose whenever needed. Resting your forehead on the floor or finding stillness. Rolling back up into your seated position if it feels good, or stay in your child's pose. Clasping your hands behind your back if it feels good. Shoulders back and down, lifting your hands up. Maybe you want to keep a bend in your elbows. And then transitioning back to a downward facing dog. As creatively and however you want. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, step in between your hands, keeping your knee above your ankle. Inhale, high lunge, keeping your pelvis tucked, your hips square to the front of your mat, and your back leg strong. Shoulders back and down, dropping your shoulders away from your ears. On your next exhale, transition to your warrior two. Reminder to keep your right knee above your right heel. Opening up your hips to the side of your mat. Your hands are on shoulder height and you're looking over the front hand. Inhale, flip and reverse, finding your reversed warrior, maybe coming on your tippy toes. Exhale, placing your right elbow on your right knee. Inhale, lifting your left hand up and above, extending as far as you can. And whenever you're ready, transitioning back into your high lunge. Exhale, finding your arrowhead, shoulders back and down, straightening your back. Inhale, balancing on your right leg, coming into a stork position, finding your balance. Exhale, baby dancer, shoulders back and down, lifting your left leg. Inhale, stork. Exhale, baby dancer, moving expressively and slowly. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Now finding your dancer's pose instead of your baby dancer. Taking your time to find your balance. Finding your favorite variation. Inhale, back to stork. Exhale, wrap your left leg around, finding your eagle position. Maybe you also want to find the eagle arms, having your right hand on top. And maybe you want to sink a little lower into your hips. Inhale, unravel. Exhale, extend, finding your warrior three or airplane. Whatever you want to play with, go for it. Having your breath guide you. Inhale, coming into your mountain position. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop back into your chaturanga. Inhale, shoulders back and down, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reminder that you can always find your variation or modification if needed, or want it. Same on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, slowly step it in between your hands. Knee stays above your ankle. Inhale, come into your high lunge, shoulders back and down, dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Lowering a little deeper, but keeping your proper alignment. Finding a point of focus here. Exhale, warrior two. Finding your strength here. Your knee stays over your ankle, your legs are strong. Hands are on shoulder height. Keep breathing. Flip your palms up, reverse your warrior on your inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, and bringing your right hand above you, palm facing down. One breath, and on your next inhale, transitioning back into your high lunge. Shoulders back and down, finding your strength. Exhale, arrowhead, shoulders back and down, palm facing outwards, leaning forwards and extending your body. Inhale, bringing your right leg in, stork. Finding your strength and balance here. Exhale, baby dancer, shoulders back and down, lifting your right leg up. Inhale, stork. Exhale, baby dancer. Inhale, stork, moving gently and intuitively. Exhale, dancer. Inhale, raising your leg up and finding your variation. Moving expressively. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Come just right back in. You're doing great. Inhale, stork. Exhale, wrapping your right leg around your left, finding your eagle variation. If it's windy or you're struggling with your balance, that's okay. Maybe sitting a little further back down. Keep breathing. On your next inhale, unravel. Stork. Exhale, finding your warrior three or airplane. Try to move really slowly here. Really challenge yourself. Keep breathing. Keep shaking. It's okay. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair, keeping your pelvis tucked. Lower a little further down if you can. And then come into a seated position. Or if you want to include a Malasana right before, go for it. Bringing your feet mat width apart, shoulders back and down, pressing your elbows into your knees. Hands in prayer position in front of the heart, straightening your back. Maybe finding a few different variations here, maybe a pistol grip, moving from left to right. Opening up your shoulders and the sides of your body a little more, including some yummy, gentle spinal stretches. Maybe you want to find a bind if it feels good. Repeating it on the other side, or feel free to find a completely different pose. We're almost there. Release. Now come into a seated position, into boat pose. Let's work our core a little bit. Keep your legs extended or bent, shoulders back and down, lifting your body up. Exhale, lower, controlled. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Your variation, your speed. Just synchronize it with your breath. Come into a reversed tabletop position, pressing your hips through, working that core a little bit. Exhale, push your hips through. Inhale, reverse tabletop. Exhale, push through. Inhale, reverse tabletop. And now release. Great job. Give yourself a nice little hug. Maybe balancing on your sit bones and lifting your feet up. Closing your eyes for a moment, remembering your intention. Very good. Walking your feet a little further out or to the top of your mat. And now really taking your time, lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae. Slower, slower. You can do this. Really engage that core. And then release. Very good. Maybe bringing the bottoms of your feet together, finding a quick reverse butterfly with one hand on your belly, the other one on your heart. Feel free to stay here if it feels good. Breathing deeply, feeling your heart beat into your hands, or help your knees get together with your arms, bringing your feet hip width apart so that you can tickle your heels with your fingertips. Tucking your pelvis. Inhale, gently bringing yourself up into a bridge position. Exhale, release. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, all the way up, maybe bringing your hands above you. Exhale, gently lowering down. Really express your spine. A few more. Inhale, bridge. Exhale, release. You can go for a few more if it feels good, or finding your breath, or pressing up into your wheel position. Maybe playing with a few different variations here, pressing through your feet, as long as you're safe. Opening up your shoulders and heart a little more. Maybe you want to walk on your feet, balance on one foot and bring the other one above you. One-legged wheel. Or you want to play around with your legs a little bit. This is your playtime, this is your practice. Make the best out of it. Do the one side just like you do the other, or as good as you can. Maybe you want to bring your feet in a little closer for a deeper back bend, or come onto your tiptoes and maybe find an alien where you lower your bottom a little lower down. Or straightening your legs, pushing through, opening your shoulders a little more. Whatever feels good, whatever brings you joy, follow that. And whenever you've played enough, carefully tuck your chin and release back onto the floor. Give yourself a nice little hug, bringing your knees in, moving a little bit from side to side, massaging your lower back. Maybe you want to close your eyes, maybe you can feel your heartbeat. Give yourself another loving hug here. Maybe find stillness. You can bring your feet hip width apart or mat width apart and have your knees fall into each other and stay here, or find your variation of a plow pose. Bringing your feet over you, supporting your upper or lower back with your hands. Maybe you want to extend into a candle, or you want to play around with your legs a little bit. Maybe finding a gentle hollow back, tapping one foot above you, then the other. See whatever feels good or what you have fun with, because that's what it's about. Maybe some diamond shapes, or maybe bringing your knee to your forehead. You can also extend your hands if that feels good, and do the same play with your hands on the floor as a little challenge. Please respect your current stage. Maybe come into your deepest plow expression, bringing your feet above you. I always enjoy coming on the tops of my feet in this plow, or bending my knees and coming in the deaf man's pose. Be whichever pretzel you want to be. Go for it. Holding your favorite expression for a few breaths, and then really taking your time, coming slowly back out. Maybe now bringing your feet mat width apart and letting your knees fall in. Maybe you have to rearrange a little and come back onto your mat. One hand on your belly, the other one on your heart. Feel how your body is speaking to you. If you want to come into a happy baby, go for it. Bringing your hands on the outsides of your feet. Bringing your knees towards your lower arms. And keeping most of your spine on the floor. Maybe you want to extend one leg at a time. Or maybe both if it feels good. Maybe you want to wiggle from side to side. Enjoying your cooling down phase. Maybe bringing your feet together and coming back into your reclined butterfly. Finding stillness or moving a little more from side to side. Whatever you enjoy most. Going internally again, feeling your heartbeat into your hands and your belly rising and falling. Remembering your intention. Bringing your right knee over to the left side. Spinal twist. Keeping both shoulders evenly on the floor. Exchanging your legs. Bringing your left leg now towards the right side. Looking up or over to the other side. Giving yourself one more gentle and loving hug. And now, either go for a few more windshield wipers, bringing your knees to the left and the right. Unwinding in peace. Maybe you want to massage your lower back a little more. Listen to your body. What does it want? And whenever you unwind it enough, finding your final resting pose, may it be Shavasana or a starfish Shavasana where you splay all fours super far away from you and take up as much space as you can. Finding your normal breath, enjoying how you're feeling now. Maybe you can feel a difference to when you started and compared to when you finished class. Enjoying a quick body scan, relaxing from your toes all the way up through your body to the crown of your head, making sure you're not holding tension anywhere else. Releasing, melting down into your mat, even more with each exhale. Inhaling love and exhaling everything that is not. Begin waking up your body or stay a little longer in Shavasana, however you feel best. Moving your toes and your fingers, rolling out your wrists and your ankles, moving your head from side to side, enjoying a big body yawn, stretching all fours away from you. Bringing your knees into your upper body and rolling onto your favorite side into a fetus position. Maybe you even feel like a newborn. Whenever you're ready, press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Shoulders back and down. Sitting straight, closing your eyes. One deep breath here. Maybe placing one hand on your belly, the other one on your heart, for a little more internal awareness. Inhale, hands over your head, palms touching. Exhale, thumbs to your third eye, the space in between your eyebrows. May you have thoughts of wisdom and clarity, bringing your thumbs to your lips. May you speak words of kindness and truth, and bringing your thumbs to your heart space. May you feel and give the love that you truly deserve. The love and light in me sees and honors the love and light in you. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through today's practice. I hope you feel amazing, refreshed, awake, energized, and happy. Remember to stay hydrated and treat yourself and others with kindness, love, and respect. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed it and that I will see you soon again in one of my other classes or any other videos. Feel free to comment below how you liked my first intermediate flow. I'm super excited to hear your feedback, wishes, comments, and thoughts. Have a wonderful day.